All right, fantastic. Now, over the years, the kitchen has clearly been the most innovative room in the house. In the old days, there was a saucepan and a chopping board. Now, slicers, dicers, blenders, toasted sandwich makers, tongs, skewers, egg whisks, and even fridge magnets have all been invented. But wait, there's more.
Nice. I love to cook for family, but I'm always messing things up. So I created some second drawer gadgets that eliminate the mess in the first place. Gravity is your friend when you have a bend in your tongs. No more dirty bench tops. If you want to use both sides of your chopping board, but you don't want to leave anything behind, slip these snazzy little clips over the edges, and now you can. The symbols on either side remind you if you've used it for meat or vegetables. Drinks can be messy too, especially tea. Pressing this silicone pod around your tea means you squeeze out every last drop, so no more untidy drips. These designs save you cleaning time so they'll never be relegated to the bottom drawer.
Thanks, dude.
No worries.
Please welcome from Brisbane, Alex Gransbury. Alex?
How are you, man?
Very good.
That's all right.
And the reason you're on isn't because we went to the same school.
No.
No, because you were 10 years ahead of me, or the other one. Now, this is our second drawer. Now, this is one of your inventions, right?
Yes.
And that gets stuff out of the boiling pot without you having to bother getting it out.
Exactly, and then you don't have to try and negotiate the hot boiling water over to the pan. You just
and then when you...
That's it.
A bit of that. And then when you get all these, you know, sort of dirty, they can just sit there and all the stuff. And you've got spoons like that too, haven't you? So that they don't go on the ground. Love this one. My plumber would love this one.
Yeah, that's a potato masher.
Yeah.
It makes smooth mash in seconds.
Smooth mash in seconds. It'll come across to the panel because it is. I mean, I reckon it'll be a great exercise for everyone watching, just to look around their own kitchen, their own house, and think, what are the problems and how can we make things better? It's a great, it's a great exercise, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fun.
Except it might create more rivals for you.
Mate, there's plenty already, so bring it on. Whatever you got.
That's the spirit. Matthew?
I noticed you've got silicone on the tips of the tongs and on most of the stuff.
Yep.
Certainly with tongs, if you're using a barbecue or a char grill, silicone can break down at those sorts of temperatures.
Can do.
And you get a more tactile response in terms of fine work with metal. Have you thought of doing a fully metal version of that?
Have looked at it, but especially for the cooking at home, people are using non-stick predominantly in the kitchen at home. So if you're going to have non-stick and then with steel tongs, it's going to scratch your non-stick off.
Margaret?
It looks sort of lovely to handle, but it also looks a bit over-designed to me. You know, I think simple things, the simpler, the better. You've got to bang the tongs to get them open, haven't you?
You do have to push the button, but normally, I mean, you say with the tongs at the back, normally you would have something that you would push in to open them, and then you would pull the lock mechanism at the back out. That's pretty classical design. So what our industrial designer, Phil Harrison, and I did was that we decided that if we had a double click at the back, so you push in and push out, then it's all one action. So you can bang them on the side of your hip. So it's one-handed, and it's great for people with disabilities. They only have use for one hand. But it also makes it really convenient if you've got a pan there, and you can open them.
Oh, just like that?
Just make them on the bench, and they're closed as well.
It makes you feel tough.
I do like that clicking device. I think that's really useful. And that mash, I was a little bit like, but it does trap. I do like the idea that it traps and then squishes, because usually what's inefficient about a normal masher is all the potatoes oozing outside, so you have to go over it again, right?
Exactly.
All right, summing up, Matthew.
Look, I think they're simple, they're stylish, they're practical. You can't ask for more than that.
Margaret?
They're so lovely. They ought to be on show.
Summing up, Poe.
I think if you have nice design, it does encourage people to cook, which is what I'm trying to do, so it's great.
Well, I think between our tongs, our spoon and our spatula, that's all you'll ever need. And if you do like mashing potatoes and making awesome guacamole, then that potato masher is absolutely what you should be looking at as well.
Well, good luck, Shy Boy. Please thank Alex Gransbury. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Dan.